You know, the quotes are very powerful. Why? Because they are very simple, yet they have powerful meanings, and also they easily get stick in our brain and in our mind. So when we go through tough times in life, when we go through problems, they will help us immensely. So that is why it is very important to keep in your memory some motivational and inspirational quotes, okay? So this quote from the Buddha has helped me in many times in my life, and it changed the whole perspective about how we should deal with the people in the society. How can I deal with the people in the society? So the quote goes like this. The Buddha says, Sabbang paravasang dukkhang, sabbang issariyang sukhang, sadharane vihanyanti, yogahi duratikkamo. The Buddha says, Sabbang paravasang dukkhang. All under another's control is a suffering. Sabbang issariyang sukhang. All under your control, what is under your control is a blessing for your life. Sadharane vihanyanti. The one who expects this world to be equal to everyone and to fair to everyone, he will end up stressed. And yogahi duratikkamo. Finally he says, to escape from the bonds from this world and these expectations and attachments from this world is a very, very tough task. So this is the powerful quote that changed the perspective about the society in my life. Why? Because Buddha says, what is under others' control is a suffering. Because in life, we are so busy trying to control what is not under our control. Okay? So what are the things that are not under your control? People's reaction, people's criticism, and how people behave in front of you, how people think of you, what happens to you in the future. All these things are not under your control. The Buddha says that all that is not under your control is a suffering. So do not try to change it. Do not worry about it, because you will end up in suffer. And in the second line, the Buddha says, all that is under your control is a blessing for your life. So it is very important to know what is under your control. So what are the things that are under your control? Everything, every experience that happens to you is not under your control. You know it now. But the reaction towards the every experience is under your control. Okay? People will come and trigger you to be angry. Okay? People can try to make you angry, but you have to make the choice to be angry. So that choice is under your control. You made that choice. So your thoughts, how you think, your thought pattern, your habits, right? Everything that is personal in your life is under your control. If you can do something about it, do it. Go for it and change it. Then you can find the peacefulness and happiness. So it is very important to know what is under your control and what is not. Then you can live happily in this world. So in the third line, the Buddha says, Sadharane vihanyanti. The one who chase behind the fairness and the ones who expect this world to be fair and equal will end up stressed. You see, this world is built up upon the unfairness, right? If you want to make this whole world fair and equal, right, you will not get that result, okay? So that is why if you expect that everything to be fair, you will end up stressed. That is what Buddha says. And the Buddha says, yogahi duratikkamo. It is very difficult to escape from all these attachments and bonds towards this world. Because when you get too much attached to something, you know what happens. You will end up in suffering. These quotes has helped me in my life in many times. So I think it will be helpful for yourself too. So keep these quotes in your mind and use them whenever you go through tough times in your life. Namo Buddhaya. Now Buddhaya, When we imagine the traditional way of meditation, we imagine a person sitting down, crossing their legs and closing their eyes and meditating. But meditation is not always about sitting and meditating. Meditation can be done while sitting down, while standing, while lying on a bed, and also while walking. So today, from this video, we are going to find and we are going to learn how to do the walking meditation in the proper way. So to find out, come with me. Okay, now we have come to the monk's walking meditation track. Now, this is a specially designed track for the monks to practice the walking meditation. Usually, we make this track around 30 to 40 feet long track for us to easily go back and forth mindfully. Now, I know you may not be able to make such a place in your home to practice walking meditation, but don't worry, we have another option for all of you to practice the walking meditation. But this is the special place and this is the special track that we monks practice the walking meditation. Now, in Pali language, we call this track as Chankamana Patha, and in my language, in Sinhala language, we call it Sakma Maluwa. So, this is where we practice the walking meditation. So, basically, there are two ways of doing walking meditation. Now, the first way is to meditate while walking. That means you can do some kind of meditation, another meditation like loving kindness meditation or compassion meditation on the meditation track while walking. In this way, you don't pay much attention to the walking process. You don't much be aware of walking process. Your awareness is in the loving kindness meditation. So you can do this in this meditation track as well. But now here I need to demonstrate the second type of meditation, and that is to use the walking as the object of meditation. That means mindful walking, to walk to keep each and every step mindfully. So to do that, the first step is to approach the meditation track. Now, if you're doing the walking meditation at home, right, if you don't have a walking meditation track, then one thing that you can do is to determine a specific length for you to walk back and forth. So you say in your mind to yourself that I am walking from this point to that point mindfully. So you determine a specific length for that and do the walking meditation. So the first step is to approach the meditation track. So when you approach the meditation track, the first thing that you have to do is not to be panic or not to be hurry, right? Meditation is not meant for you to be hurry or panicked. Meditation is meant to be relaxed and you have to take time, okay? One thing that most meditation teachers advise is to sit down for the meditation like that you have time forever, okay? So do not be hurry. First of all, approach the meditation track and just stand, right? Do not try to meditate or do not try to walk. One thing that you have to do is just to stand and feel the standing posture, okay? So now you have to take some time to stay standing and feel and be mindful about it. Now, this first step helps you to be more mindful and to take your busy mind to this standing posture and to calm a little bit and to just to relax a little bit. So the first step is to do nothing but just stand, okay, and feel that you are standing. Know that you are standing. That is the first step. And then once you feel that you are comfortable with this standing and once you feel that you are nice and relaxed and calm inside and you're ready to do the walking meditation, now you can approach the second step. And the second step is to take the first step of the walking meditation, okay? Now, to do this, first of all, you have to make an affirmation or make a wish to yourself that I'm going to walk from this point to that point mindfully, okay? Make a wish to yourself and say to yourself that I'm going to walk from this point to that point mindfully, so that your mind is getting ready for the meditation to do it mindfully. So the second step is to take the first step to the meditation. So you can do it, either you can do it the left foot first or to the right foot first. So when you're doing this, okay, the whole point of walking meditation is to be more aware and be more mindful about the each and every step. Now, each and every step has 3 different phases, and they are the lifting phase and moving phase and touching phase. Let's say you lift your right foot, and you move your right foot and you touch the ground from your right foot. So lifting, moving and touching the ground. Lifting, moving, touching the ground. These are the phases of each and every step. So what we have to do is, when we lift our foot in each and every phase, we have to be mindfully lift it. And when you move your feet, then you have to move your feet mindfully and go to the next phase. And when you keep your feet on the ground, you have to keep it mindfully on the ground. Okay? Know that you are lifting the foot, know that you are moving the foot, and know that you are grounding the foot, keeping or touching the ground from your foot. That is how to do it. So I will demonstrate how to do it with mindful way and in the correct way. And now you keep practicing and keep walking mindfully from this end to the other end of the walking meditation track, or in the space that you choose to do the walking meditation. And now you come to the end of the walking meditation track. Now there's a special thing that you have to do, and that is to turn around and walk back. And when you do this, there's a way to turn around, and that is to turn around and keep your foot 90 degrees away from the left foot, and then raise the left foot mindfully and keep it parallel to the right foot, and then keep again the right foot 90 degrees away from the left foot and keep it parallel again. When you do this, you have turned around one side, and now you're ready to walk back to the other end of the walking track mindfully. So this is how we do the walking meditation. So it has the walking phase and turning around and coming back, and then you have the walking phase and then turning around and coming back. So this is the way that we practice the walking meditation. Okay, always remember, we have to be mindful about each and every step. Okay, now during the meditation, one problem that we face is we become distracted. We get distracted about the walking, okay, and our mind starts to jump here and there. So one thing that we can do is to be kind to our mind, because the normal nature and the inherent nature of our mind is to be distracted, and it is easily will be distracted. So one thing that you have to do is to be kind to your mind and take this distracted mind to the meditation again, to the mindfulness again, and keep practicing it. So that is one way of dealing with the distractions or distracted mind. Okay, always be kind to your mind, and also think of yourself as a baby when you're meditating, because we all are babies in according to the meditation. We are all are beginners. Okay, so don't expect too many big results from yourself. Okay, just try to practice let's say you became mindful about just one step, okay, the only thing that you could do was in one session of meditation is only to be mindful about just one step. It's okay. Be kind to yourself. Thank yourself of being mindful to yourself, okay, and then you will enjoy the meditation. So remember, in this meditation we don't close our eyes, okay, we don't close our eyes, we keep our eyes opened. In the scriptures it is mentioned that you have to look to the front at least 6 feet forward, okay, keep your eyes to the 6 feet forward focused, and then you can practice the walking meditation very easily without falling down. And also we have to mention about the disclaimers, to not walk too much slowly, because when you walk too much slowly you might fall, okay, because we are not used to this slow walking, okay, because usually when we walk in a certain speed, we are not walking very slowly. So in here it is okay to walk slowly, we should walk slowly, and also we should get used to walk slowly. But when you practice the mindful meditation, find a speed where you can be mindful about each and every movement of your step, of your foot, and then walk. But do not walk too much slowly, you might fall it, okay. And also you do not walk too much fast, so that it is very difficult to be mindful about each and every phase of the foot, okay. So these are the things that you have to keep in your mind. So this is the way to do the walking meditation, and this is how we do the walking meditation. So add this walking meditation to your daily practice and develop the mindfulness. And the Buddha said, if you develop the concentration and the tranquilized mind and the focused mind while walking in this walking meditation, that concentration is very strong and it will last long. So practice this walking meditation and enjoy it. Namo Buddhaya.